Hello, welcome. Before you sign or draft any agreement, remember this a contract is not about a fancy language, it's about a legal protection. In this video, I am going to take you through a complete contract drafting checklist, clause by clause, that every law student, freelancer, and advocate and business professional should know. What you gain after watching this video, you will be able to read a contract easily and get an idea what to put when drafting a contract. First, I divided these clauses into the six power blocks. Let's see up this power block one by one. The first power block contains five clauses: title, dates, details of parties, recital, and definition. Title clause explain what kind of contract this is. Dates explain, uh, tell us when the rights and obligations start. The execution and effective date. Execution date, it means a date of signing, and effective date, it means when obligations start. Details of parties tell us who is legally bound. Recitals tell us why this contract exists, and definition is a dictionary of a contract. If this are weak, the entire contract became a shaky. Let's go to second power block: who does what and who pay. Obligation, consideration, payment default, and waiver clause included here. Obligation is a heart of a contract. It clearly state what each party must do and must not do. Always check, are obligations clear, measurable, and time bound. Consideration, the mode of payment and default. These clauses answer these three questions: how much will be paid, how will it paid, and what happens if payment is delay or not made. The legal rule is there: no consideration, no valid contract. A waiver clause clarify that failure to enforce a right once does not mean giving it up forever. This protect the parties from accidental loss of rights. The third power block contains trust and risk clauses, representations, indemnity, and limitation of liability. The representation and warranties clause explain, in here the party promise that certain facts are true, accurate at a time of signing. Example: authority to sign in compliance with the law. Indemnification, indemnity shift a risk. One party agrees to compensate the other for losses arising from a specific events common in commercial agreement. Limitation of liability. This clause caps a liability or fixes a damage in advance, helps to manage a financial risk. And limitation of liability says that but only up to this limit. Contracts are not about a trust, they are about what happens if trust break. These clauses decide who carries the risk when things go bad. Go up to the fourth power block: exit and damage control. Term, termination, breach, remedies, dispute resolution are these clauses included here. Entry into a contract is emotional, but exit from a contract is illegal. Nobody sign a contract thinking it will fail, but a good contract are drafted assuming something may go wrong. These clauses answer: how long does this contract last, how can it end, what is a breach, what remedies are available after a breach, where and how dispute will be resolved. This block decides how painful and breakup will be. Fifth power block: ownership and secret, confidentiality, intellectual property, non compete clauses are here. You created this work, but do you actually own it? Most freelancers don't. Without a IP clause, client may own everything or nobody owns anything. Confidentiality protect the secrets. IP decides the ownership, and non-compete control a future freedom. This clauses decides the control, growth, and long-term value. Let's go to the sixth power block. Sixth power block is a miscellaneous clauses. These clauses are boring but dangerous clauses. These clauses include the force majeure, severability, jurisdiction, notices, entire agreement, electronic signature, assignment, change of control, third party rights, counterpart, and schedule and annexure. These clauses looks boring, but the court read them first. They decide what happens during a pandemic or disaster, which court has a power, how notices must be sent, whether email and e-sign are valid, whether old promises still matter. Ignoring them is risky. Understanding them make you professional. If you Understand the six power blocks. You can read, draft, review any contract with confidence. In upcoming video, I'll break down real clauses, real drafting mistakes, and how a professional actually think while drafting a contract. Because a contract drafting is not about memorizing a clauses, it's all about managing a risk. Thank you. Do like, share, and subscribe if you like my video.